Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hardcore Heroes. You guys are in Newfort. It's late. The town is quieting down for the night. Jeeves can find you guys a hotel, an inn. Probably the same one you guys were in last time, situated next to the Dwarven Bar.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Van stops and says, Kine, do not go into that bar. Stay out of that bar. You got us into this mess.
You see Kine constantly avoiding to look at this at Dwarven Tavern. And if some patrons do come out of the tavern, he's kind of trying to hide, not show his face to the patrons.
All right. So you guys spend the night in Mountain View. Is there anything you guys want to do this evening, or should we just hop straight to the next day?
Are any shops open?
No, it's nighttime. Everyone's...
Yeah. So we're not meeting up with the Lord until tomorrow, right?
Right, it's nighttime.
I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and head to the keep. Not inside, but I want to talk to a guard. Like, I assume there's going to be more guards if I go closer to the keep.
Yeah, there's the gates to the keep are closed, but there's a guard on the wall watching all night.
I want to ask him about news relating to Tyrus. I heard Tyrus was in town. He had the Baroness of Shirebrook as a captive. I'm going to ask what happened with him.
That is true. But officially, I'm not supposed to say nothing about it.
Oh, well, I apologize then. I'm meeting with the Lord tomorrow. I'll ask him then.
All right. I'm sure you can ask anyone in any tavern in town, and they'll give you the full lowdown, but I can't.
Sure. I don't want to get you in trouble, friend. I appreciate you being as forthcoming as you are.
I appreciate you not pushing it. Some people come around asking questions are real assholes. You know that?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Fucking...
One thing, because we talked about them Bragg and people should know it. Malachi, is he showing the books or?
That's a good question.
No,
okay.
Cool. Then let's just hop to the next day. It is the last day.
So if I get to the tavern then, since we're standing in,
yeah,
can I stop at a bar and ask about
There's two taverns, one on either side of Mountain View. One of them is a short little place built for dwarves.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to the human-sized one.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of get drinks and sort of drink for a while. I assume there's like a counter, sort of a communal place.
Yes, like a big bar.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit there for a little bit, kind of strike up some casual conversation for a little bit, and then ask about Tyrus and be like, I just got into town, but I heard Sheriff from Shirebrook, Tyrus Bellows, came with the Baroness as his captive.
Oh shit! You weren't here for that?
No.
Oh my god, dude! You have never seen a fuss in a city like the fuss that man pulled when he fought his way out of here. Sweet.
He fought his way out?
All right, so Tyrus comes in. He's this crazy-ass sheriff. He's wearing green Naga hide armor. He's got this fabulous sword on his side. He's got this ranger cruising behind him with his bow, right? The two of them come in with the Baroness of Shirebrook. The new Baroness, by the way, because the old Baroness died, right?
Right.
So her daughter comes in, bound by this Tyrus guy and this Sturge Ranger fella. They head right to the keep. And now, I wasn't there, but my friend is a guard in the keep. And he saw what happened. So, Tyrus shows up. He's got the Baroness. They talk to Lord What's-His-Face, right? And the Lord's like, all right, well, we're going to have to arrest her because she's murdering civilians, right? Did you hear what happened in Shirebrook? So let me tell you what happened.
I heard she started. I heard about that. She started killing people there.
Right. Well, she ordered Tyrus to kill folks, and he said no. And then there was a big fight, and he captured her and killed all of her guards and all of her family. Anyway.
Holy shit.
Right. Murdered everyone in the keep. So they all get back over here to Newfort. Tyrus comes up, says, I brought this woman. She needs to be arrested. And the Count in his infinite wisdom's like, you're right. She does need to be arrested for fucking murdering innocent people. I mean, not innocents. They stole bread, but they were starving. You can't murder folks for that. It's anyway.
Right. I mean,
so he's like, yeah,
recipe for disaster. I understand what you mean.
Right. So he orders the Baroness to be arrested. The guards come up, take her in chains, take her away, and then he orders Tyrus to be arrested because he fucking murdered a bunch of nobles. So he has them both arrested. Tyrus says, I'm not taking any of this. Fuck you. He actually says directly to the Count, fuck you, I'm not taking that. and draws his sword, and he and Sturge, this ranger dude with him, fight their way through the keep out into the streets and then just bolt for the hills. He
Holy
manages to
shit.
kill like 6 or 7 people, including a couple of civilians in the streets.
Just
Then they
out
get
into the-
outside the gate, run towards the hills. The Count gets his riders out. He gets all of his horsemen chasing after them. They lose him in the hills somewhere. I don't know fucking how they lost him in the hills. They were right on their heels. They go up over a ridge, and then boom, just gone, just like that, poof, like magic, disappeared.
Holy
Riders searched
shit.
around for a couple of days, and that's that. Yeah, you missed it,
Wait,
man. That was
hill?
the day before
the hills?
yesterday.
What direction?
They went towards the Lost Coast, towards the
Lost
Shadow
Coast.
Mountains. Yeah, they went due east, due
Wow.
west, due east, due east.
Do you think the Count will send men to Shirebrook to arrest him if he returns?
Wait, I don't know if Malachi's there.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
true.
Sorry,
I don't care either way. I don't care.
Oh, he's
yeah.
in the hills.
Absolutely insane. Fucking just
Wow. I can't believe he lost them.
What a badass.
Well, we know
Well,
where.
you know, I guess stranger things have happened, right? Not much stranger, but I'm sure there's something.
He will probably heading for Shirebrook.
So I think, yeah, Van probably does a little more conversation, then heads back and relays all that to the party. And says,
Holy
you know,
shit.
Malachi, as long as we're here, we should probably speak to the Count, but
Yeah, we should. I wonder if
mainly about us being here, and I think you should have some spells ready for us to make a quick escape tomorrow if need be. I fancy our chances of getting away, but I don't know if we can pull a Tyrus Bellows.
What, escape from the Count?
Van, we should be
If he tries to
careful.
arrest us,
What would he arrest
Van.
us for?
I don't know. We come from the same town. He knows us. He probably doesn't like us very much.
Or he could order us to catch Tyrus, which would be worth
In which
it.
case, I'll tell him, okay. And Van just kind of smiles.
Okay, let's think about it here, though. Right, the Baroness's family are all dead. Aldrich wants nothing to do with running of the city. Tyrus obviously wants to be in charge. I mean, that's the only thing I can imagine that why he's gone through this rebellion. But if he's wanted by the Count's never going to sanction him to be in charge of the city. You know, we could find ourselves in a position of power if we were to work with the Count on this one.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't, in good conscience, work against Tyrus here.
He's murdered a noblewoman, multiple innocent members of her family.
Fuck the nobles. They were murdering civilians.
This is a complicated situation.
I assume we're having
because-
this conversation in the room, by the way.
Yeah.
Like we're probably not in the common area talking.
I mean,
about
you guys might want to move up to a common area. I figure you're sitting around a table talking to yourselves
Okay,
about
yeah.
this sort of thing.
Once we start talking about our plans specifically, I'm like, let's go upstairs first, and we head up to our own room.
Look,
This is a complicated situation because, of course, the Baroness was wrong to kill these people, and Tyrus gave her captain plenty of chances. We had to surrender. The other way, he killed not only he overthrew her, he killed a bunch of guards on the way. You could say they're innocent.
well, I don't care for the morality of it either way. I'm just saying that we're in a unique position here.
You say
Maybe.
that, but what do you want with Shirebrook, Malachi? Do you just want to sit around and not do anything?
Want to
Taxes?
spend your-
The life of a ruler sounds boring.
Want to spend all your time together with Aldrich in his tower?
No, I don't want to spend time in the tower, but if we were the beneficiary of the taxes,
We can make money, but we'd have obligations as well. We'd have to stay and rule.
we might have
Yeah.
a bit more respect.
A bit more respect, but I'm not one for the
Also,
I'm not
we
one for
would-
the settling down lifestyle, Malachi. I'm best off on the road.
Also, we would be forced to deal with probably a dragon in the Shadow Mountains.
Well, let
True.
me appeal to your more noble side then. If not us, then who will lead Shirebrook from this crisis?
I don't know. Tyrus Bellows. He clearly doesn't give a shit what anybody else thinks.
Surely he can't return to Shirebrook.
Who's gonna stop him?
The Count, that's the first place he's going to go.
What the hell's the Count gonna do? The Count tried to arrest him, and he fought his way out of the Count's own keep.
Yeah, he escaped, but he wouldn't win in a stand-up fight.
You never know.
Probably not.
Tyrus is I mean, I assume Tyrus is a very well-respected man in Shirebrook, right, Neil?
Yeah. He's a bit of a curiousness, though. No one really knows who he is or where he came from. He's not a noble, but he's got a last name. He
Right.
came from over the seas. He's got a magic sword, and he killed a Naga and turned it into some armor for himself.
So he's probably like Tyrus commands a lot of respect. I think he could rally Shirebrook to his cause.
Okay. Well, maybe in the ensuing trouble, then maybe we side with Tyrus.
Sure, I'd be
him.
more than happy to.
What?
So you
Fight
would
look-
fight a
Here's-
civil
All I'm
war.
going to say, we need to tell the Count about our investigation tomorrow because that was something we offered to do, and that was something that I did intend to follow through on. If he wants us to track down Tyrus Bellows, we'll tell him whatever he wants to hear. But I have no intention of betraying that man.
Anyway, Malachi, I don't think you want to rule Shirebrook.
I don't think you'd be happy.
No.
I don't know.
You know you would have to, well, manage all things, food, production.
Do you know what you would have? Do you know what would happen if you became the ruler of Shirebrook? If you settled down in that keep, you'd become Aldrich.
Aldrich doesn't rule, though, does he? He just
He
sits
doesn't
there.
rule. And what's the difference? The ruler sits down, does nothing all day. Aldrich sits down, does nothing all day.
If I'm the Baron and I want to leave, there's no one to stop me.
Do you honestly think the Count would make you Baron?
If I brought in Tyrus Bellows' head, perhaps.
I doubt it. He'll know you're a I don't think you can hide the fact that you're a wizard and he's a dwarf, Malachi. Do you honestly want to put your faith in this in a dwarf?
Like, I just there's conflict coming, and we need to choose a side. I think,
Sure. And I'm going to tell you right
inexplicable.
now, I plan to side with Tyrus Bellows.
and rebel against the Count.
I don't care. If worse comes to worse, we can always just leave.
Van, a civil war. It could mean you would go against the queen.
If things get bad enough, we can always leave.
I would not, in my conscience, lead the people of Shirebrook in a civil war against.
I don't
the
plan to start a civil war.
Whether there's war or not, though, if we don't help, Shirebrook is to the dogs.
Sure. And frankly, I think Tyrus Bellows is probably the best man for protecting Shirebrook. He fought his way out of a keep. I don't think there's better hands it could be in than
Of course,
his.
but without our aid, I don't see how Shirebrook can stand up to the Count or the
I
Queen,
don't
even
think
with a magic
Count
sword.
or the Queen are going to bring an army down on Shirebrook.
Well, why don't we go and visit this dwarven Count and see what he's got
Sure.
to say?
We'll see what he
have a
says
better-
tomorrow.
All
But
right.
we're at a turning point here, though, and we need to make sure we're on the right side.
Sure. But I cannot betray Tyrus Bellows. I respect what that man did.
All right.
Okay.
So I guess we kick back for the night. I'll go to bed early. And Neil, have I got enough time to get a day's worth of spell learning in?
You can learn
Right.
spells in the morning.
But then I wouldn't sleep.
Oh, you mean you want to like learn new spells out of Aldrich's book?
Yeah. Have I got enough time to get a day's worth in now? If I go to
No,
bed
no,
early?
it's nighttime. You'd be up all
Okay.
night. You wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to sleep.
So I stay up then and just have a normal night then.
Okay. All right, the next morning. There was a fade button on these damn tracks. The next morning, you guys are in town, and you go to see the Count. You make it to the keep. You talk to the guards there. You already identify yourselves as the Count has sent you to do this thing, investigating this, and you have word. By the way, you're the people from Shirebrook.
Yeah.
And you quickly get swept on down the line. Maybe an hour after you first arrive at the keep, you find yourself face to face with the new Count, who you've met
Yeah.
before.
I mentioned to somebody at the time that the information is a little bit sensitive, and it'd probably be best if we had a fairly private meeting with the Count,
Yeah.
not like in a crowded courtroom.
Okay. You tell them that, but you still find yourself in a crowded courtroom.
Excellent.
Oh, I think this one's on you, Van.
Sure, I'll relay everything we've learned.
Offer him. Do you have that spell learned?
No, not today. I don't think he'll trust it anyways. Dwarves tend to be a little suspicious around magic. But if he requests it, we can stick around for the day.
Yeah, that's probably right. Okay.
You could make him the offer at least.
Sure, I'll
So-
mention it.
What is the offer you're making him?
I haven't made it yet, but I might offer to cast a rapport spell with him.
Okay. So you let's role play this out.
Yeah.
It's your turn to come before the count. There are plenty of other people in here. The count, if everyone remembers, is Soledad Ironhide. He is a dwarf. He is his father's son, who ruled before him. And he sits on his little throne on his raised dais in this room of maybe 60 people, including his couple of well-armed guards and a few other standard guards around. He looks down towards you and says, You're the cleric of chiefs that I saw so long ago.
Indeed.
And you have come to report on the happenings of the Shadow Mountains.
Yes, I wish I could come with brighter news, but I can only come with information right now. The creature that's been causing the disappearances in the Shadow Mountain is some sort of monster, large. It's taken entire villages and devoured the villagers. It's a spellcaster, we know that. So it could be a dragon.
Wouldn't we know if there was a dragon in the mountains, to state the obvious? You would see it flying in the sky.
You would think so. Look, all I can tell you is what we've seen. There was a cave full of treasure, but also full of bones of hundreds of dead people.
You were in this cave?
No, but we were able to see it.
We scried on it.
It's possible to show you what we saw, but we'll have to wait for the morning, and you would have to trust our magic.
I understand you might be a little wary of it. I wouldn't blame you. But if you have anyone who's willing to, I can show them the memories directly of what I
Yes.
experienced. If you have anyone you'd be willing to trust with that information, I can show it to them in the morning.
It is clerical magic, not arcane. Perhaps it's more suited to your taste.
One of my advisors will gladly see these visions you have to offer.
Sure.
Oh, and my liege, if you're concerned that you would see a dragon in the sky, if this dragon is a spellcaster, he could turn invisible, perhaps.
What need has a dragon to turn invisible?
Maybe
If it doesn't want people to know that it's a dragon.
no other dragon.
What dragon
knows
would
about-
fear people?
maybe
I
not
don't know.
fear people, but fear other dragons?
It's a complicated matter, but I can show your advisor everything we've learned tomorrow. Additionally, I have information about the murders that have been occurring recently. Many nobles in different towns have been dying.
Yes.
It was orchestrated by a cult. That cult has been put to death.
We tracked the
Fringe,
location.
fringe followers of Malchus. We tracked their location down to a swamp. Do you remember the name of the swamp, Malachi?
It was near Pinecone.
It's the Black
Black
Pine
Pine.
Marsh. It's right next to your house.
Yeah.
You guys all know that swamp name by heart.
The Black Pine Marsh. They had an old abandoned building that they were staying in there. We tracked them down to it. Heard the information straight from their own mouths. We went in and killed them all. I can show your advisor that as well tomorrow.
Their leader is actually locked up in Shirebrook's dungeon.
Wise to take the leader captive.
Yes, his tongue has been cut out, but if you ever need to interrogate him, I have magic that can make him speak.
I have my ways as well.
Anyways,
Speaking
tomorrow
of
morning.
Shirebrook and their dungeons, I take it you've heard about the happenings there?
Indeed. I hear the cells are practically overflowing with refugees, or perhaps they've been vacated by now. I wouldn't know.
I am speaking more of the treasonous acts by the former sheriff and ranger.
Yes, Tyrus Bellows he stormed the keep and took the Baroness captive. I already brought her
Yes.
here.
Yes, she is sitting in our dungeons currently. He managed to escape. He drums his fingers on his wine glass. Are you planning on heading back to Shirebrook?
Probably. Eventually we plan to go up north toward Redport, but we'll probably stop at Shirebrook along the way.
the room is fairly crowded, and he's taking his time to think about what he says next.
Hmm.
It's quite still in here. You could hear a pin drop. Finally, he lets out a... If you were to bring me the head of this man, or him bound in chains, what would you feel an appropriate reward for such an endeavor would be?
Before we speak of rewards, I think we might be getting ahead of ourselves here. What makes you think Tyrus Bellows will return to Shirebrook? If I were trying to track him down, that's the first place I'd look.
I'm not necessarily thinking he will go to Shirebrook. Whether he goes there or not doesn't matter. The three of you have proven quite capable. I'm sure you have the ability to track him down wherever he goes, find him.
It's possible.
Or he may just run along your path. If you find him, I fully expect you to bring him to me as one of my subjects.
Should I see him, I will do just that. I can't make any promises, though. Tyrus Bellows is a dangerous man. He stormed a keep with practically only himself.
We're all dangerous men here.
He doesn't have a wizard on his side.
That's true. I will see what we can do in this matter.
My lord, what do you intend to do with Shirebrook? Currently, the city remains unled. Baroness's family have all perished. She herself is locked away in this dungeon, quite rightly so.
Her family's dead?
All but one brother, I believe.
Her mom was poisoned. Her father was poisoned.
She has sisters that still live. They are to inherit.
And where are they?
She also has a brother in Misty Rapids.
As far as I know, the next one in line is still in Shirebrook.
I heard that Tyrus killed some of her family, but I don't know who.
That might simply be rumor. I can't confirm that myself.
He did not mention that, nor did she. There was no discussion of their family.
Well, there is no one currently residing in the keep.
It's been taken over by peasants.
Clear out the keep if you can. If you would like to act as interim leaders to keep the peace only, that would be acceptable, although I expect you not to reside within the keep or use it for any official purposes. We cannot have the commoners residing in our chambers. It creates a false image.
So
clear it out, remove the people, board it up, leave it shut until my emissaries arrive. They should be leaving
Could you give us
today.
Some sort of written order putting us as interim leaders? That way we have proof.
He makes a motion. Someone brings him pen and paper, and he scrawls out in common, I hereby decree... He asks you for your names because he doesn't fucking remember. Malachi, the sorcerer, Van Helsing, the cleric of Cheese, and Kine to act as interim sheriffs of Shirebrook to clear the keep of all of its illegal inhabitants and to restore order to the land. Signs it with his big old ring, rolls it up, and before he has someone deliver it to you, looks you dead in the eye, Van Helsing, and says, "These are your new orders. I expect them to be followed. My men will be arriving in a few days, and when they do, they will see to any problems that may have arisen. I hope there will be none."
Sure. Who will take it from us once they arrive so that I know who to hand control over to?
A ship will be arriving.
A ship. Very well.
that is all, I have other matters to attend.
Sure, I think that's all we needed to discuss. Tomorrow morning, I will cast that spell with your advisor.
He nods.
Actually, I could do that later today. Hold on. And Van, yeah, I'll be back within an hour. Sorry, I forgot about an idea I had.
If that is the case, you can leave with the men on the ship if you wish not to travel by land. I know it is dangerous.
No, we brought our carriage with us, and we can get there within the day using that.
Okay. He dismisses you, the lot of you.
All right, so Van is going to cast Nap on himself.
Okay. Kine and Malachi, what are you guys doing?
I think we share awkward conversations while Van's not there to mediate.
In fact, I will ask around merchants if there is anyone in town or someone selling mithril weapons, or do the name of a place where you can buy mithril weapons.
It is a city.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So maybe a weaponsmith, the most famous weaponsmith in Newfort, maybe know, or
Let's see. There are indeed weaponsmiths in Newfort. You talk about mithril weapons, and no one here knows of anyone that has enough mithril to make weapons. It appears to be the sort of thing that, not like someone just gets mithril and then decides he'll make a sword and try and sell it. They're customized things. So someone will say, I want you to make a mithril sword. I'm going to buy some mithril and supply it to you. So they're not like things you can buy. They're things that you go out of your way to make, you know? They're not just lying around ready to sell. If you can get your hands on a supply of mithril, someone can make you a weapon. Who are you talking to, by the way, when you have this conversation? Just a person in town, or are you speaking directly to a smith?
I would ask who the most renowned smith in town is, and then ask them.
The most renowned smith in town is too busy to see you. You can go to the second or third or fourth, and maybe they'll have time. But the most renowned smith in town is a man of great honor and prestige, and he doesn't just see people.
Well, I will just go in that order and ask. Try to find information.
You find another person that someone tells you is the second best, but that's, it's a disputed title. Blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. He gives you this information that he will be glad to make you a mithril weapon. He says he's skillful enough to do so, but then he cautions you that mithril weapons are not much better than steel. For the price, you're better off making mithril armor.
Then I ask him, does he have steel weapons, or are there any in town that one can buy?
Newfort does not have a source of iron here, but there is iron in Pittsburgh. He tells you that he has made steel weapons in the past. He doesn't have any on hand, but there are a few iron mines in Pittsburgh, which is the next town over. If you look at the map, let's all look at the map together.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Pittsburgh is northwest of Newfort. If you can get some iron from Pittsburgh, then he can make you some weapons. Or if you can find some for sale here in Newfort, he can make you iron weapons if you'd like. But he just doesn't have enough iron lying around to make a sword. He's got enough lying around if you want some arrowheads.
and he doesn't know someone who is selling iron weapons.
Too rare to come across. Not just, same thing as mithril. We make them on commission.
How long does it take to make an iron sword?
He opens up his player's handbook and takes a look under the proficiencies. A
Not as
sword,
long as
long
armor.
sword, short sword, two-handed sword.
Long shot and short shot. Short sword.
Short sword is 20 days. Long sword is 30 days. Takes the same time as a bronze weapon. Iron and bronze doesn't make a difference. It's just a better material.
Ooh. Well, I thank him for the information, and if I get any iron, then I know who to go to.
Okay. Okay. An hour passes. Van Helsing heads back to the keep, waits in line again with everyone else.
Yeah, I have a rapport spell, so I just whenever I get a chance, I track down that advisor and cast it with them.
Rapport is a 4th level spell?
Yes.
Okay, so it's actually like 2 hours later. 1 hour sleeping, 40 minutes
Yeah,
of...
40 minutes.
Yeah,
to
and then
memorize.
travel time. Yeah, so 2 hours
Actually,
later.
2 hours because I also take another nap spell. I refresh it since I used it to nap myself.
Sure.
Neil, I've got something I want to do in between then. Well,
Let's do that then. What do you do, Malachi?
I just go into my room. I want to cast Clairvoyance on Aldrich's room.
It is empty. And quiet.
Looks just how I left it.
Yep, just how you left it.
Excellent. Alright. That's it.
Van Helsing and the whole party show back up to the Count.
Yep.
He has one of his advisors step forward and take the spell from you.
All right.
What do you report to him?
I show him so I can also speak during this, right? It's like telepathy
Right.
as well as being able to communicate memories. So I show him the villagers being attacked and that kind of like shadowy haze that people saw as a strange like fog covering
Mhm.
their vision. I show him the inside of the cave. There being a very clear treasure pile. As well.
Villagers being attacked.
Like there was the one villager, because we cast a thought collection, and if it's an intense emotion, you can get like bits of vision
Yeah.
with
Mhm.
it. And I saw like a shadowy kind of haze over their vision.
Which town was this in? I'm trying to remember.
It was in one of
Kynes
the
village.
villages.
Kynes
Kynes
Village.
village.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Also, you spoke with my mother, so
Yeah.
she gave you information about it.
Yeah, I show the Speak with Dead. I show the inside of the cave with the treasure pile and like the mountains of bones, like chewed on bones.
Mm-hmm.
That probably comes to, like that strange scraping sound coming from within. I show, I mentioned the treasure pile. I show like the lingering magical aura that's around all these towns that have disappeared,
Mm-hmm.
and how like our investigation of these towns and how they had like there was no sign of combat or a struggle. It was like everybody just suddenly disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
I showed the Dwarven journal I picked up actually, and how it kind of goes for a while, and then one of the entries it just stops there, and there's never another entry.
Mm-hmm.
Then from there, that's about everything I think. So I cut from
Cultists?
that to the cultists,
Mm-hmm.
and I show like our investigation to the cultists, kind of how we tracked them down, and eventually how we met them in the swamp. They revealed everything to us, and we heroically slaughtered all of them,
Mm-hmm.
and then chased down the leader and captured him and brought him back to Shirebrook.
Okay. He confirms to the Count Ironhide, all the details that you said.
Hmm.
Confirms that they're all true, at least with the magic that you've used is accurate. There's a cleric standing nearby who nods his head, going, I know this spell. Yes, yes. And I think that's about it.
Yeah, I just offered that information, and then I guess we head on our way.
Okay.
Got to get back. We have a town to rule.
So if you guys leave today,
We can force march.
You can force march. It's already been.
It's probably it's probably
4
late morning to noon, probably.
Yeah, it's been like 5 hours since you woke up, so it's probably around noon, maybe just after noon.
And we can go into the night a little bit. We'll be pretty close by the time it gets dark.
Right. So if it's going to take you like 12 hours to get there, you would get there by midnight. The sun sets around
Pretty early, actually.
sunset, October 31st, 2016.
I want to get through the Tether Wilds.
So you only have like 6 hours of daylight.
Yeah. So I want to get through the Tether Wilds at least, but once we're through, Van will offer to have us camp on the road before reaching Shirebrook.
Let me take a look. Make sure we don't have any encounters this day.
I see. We'd be going across the river, and then okay.
So no more giants, Neil.
So I guess before we hit the fort, we'll probably go like a short ways into the forest, and then from there, Van will ask if we want to camp out for the night or if we just want to push through.
I don't mind.
I don't mind going. To be honest, most of the dangerous stuff is probably asleep at night.
I
That's
wouldn't
the right attitude.
You could
Yeah.
just push through.
be sure about that.
I mean, either way, we're moving pretty quick. I think we should be okay.
So what's the plan here, guys? This is a conversation, I guess, we're having on the way to the road. Seems that we've
Well-
gained control of the town much quicker than I anticipated.
It's only for a few days, though.
We will
Sure.
see if Tyrus is back in Shirebrook yet. If he's...
He'd have to be stupid to return.
I don't think he'll do it.
No, Van will not hunt him, neither will I.
I'm going to be honest, Malachi. I don't think ruling Shirebrook is the deal that you think it is. I don't mind sticking around for a few days until we hand over control to the Count's men when they arrive, but I really don't plan to become ruler of this town. I'm 22 years old, Malachi. I plan to go for quite some time before I call it quits on the adventuring life.
Well, why don't we just clear it out, board it up, and head on a ship to Redport? We don't even need to be here when the Count's men arrive then. If we're not going to have anything to do with it, then I'd rather not be tempted.
Board it up. Sure.
By the way, Malachi, absolutely nobody besides Aldrich is living in the castle, right?
Well, there's
There's a bunch of people.
peasants.
Yeah.
How does he get food?
I think he said that some of the guards were bringing him food or something, I'm not sure.
There
Your
were still guards in the keep, so I guess it's not all lost.
your journey is fairly uneventful.
Cool.
You make it back to Shirebrook late at night,
Okay.
in the middle of the night, because the sun sets around 6. You don't get there until midnight. The sun rises around 7. So it is the next day, and this is also time to do our financial stuff.
Okay, that's good because I had 666 gold, so I'm glad that I can not have that number anymore.
Holy shit, you're rich.
Now I've got 616.
God damn. How are you so rich? I've got like
Because you keep spending your money.
60 gold.
You keep spending all your money.
Yeah. Hey, I've just saved myself 10 grand though.
I have like 44 gold.
So, Neil, how many empty pages are in this spellbook? And are they 100
I
pages?
will give you that information
Okay,
later.
sure,
If
yes.
I don't have it for you by the time you wake up, yell at me.
Okay.
So who's going to pay for me now?
Are you broke, Bastion? You don't have the money for
Sounds-
your monthly expenses?
Sounds
40
like
gold.
Van's paying for you.
Yeah, I'll pay for them.
But we didn't turn the treasure into money yet, so...
I'm down to 566.
Oh no, you're all broke. It's what, 50 coins to the pound, so you're carrying like 10, 11 pounds of gold on you?
No, most of it's stored in Malachi's house.
Under his
Actually-
floorboards?
Yeah.
It's
Plus,
actually
he wizard
Malachi-
locked the house, and we boarded up the windows, so it's pretty secure, I feel.
Yeah, it's good. No one knows it's there. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, nobody knows it's there, and even like if they can't just like casually break in, like it'd be a pretty concerted effort to get into that place.
Right, right. So let's just do the next day. You're here in Shirebrook. You're hanging out. What do you do?
I think...
So
okay.
I've got some spells to memorize, and then we have to clear out the keep.
Yeah.
I've got some spells to choose here for this job.
How will we clear the keep without getting any trouble? I mean, probably the people will leave if we ask, because
Yes.
look at us, we are quite threatening.
Why don't we just tell the guards to do it? We'll help.
We'll have
clear
the
everyone.
guards. We'll help, but yeah, we can have the guards help with doing it. We have an official.
Yeah, if you just tell the guards to
I don't want anyone getting hurt. I'll mention that, but well,
Guards can do the boarding up. We just have to dismiss the peasants.
yeah. If they refuse to move, I have some magic that might help with it.
So it's not a difficult thing for you guys to walk into the keep and get all the peasants to leave. You're 3 fairly intimidating people.
Okay.
You know, weapons aside, your reputation has kind of spread throughout the town. People know who you are. And I don't think anyone is really quite ready to stand up to you. So,
We go in, say the keep is to be vacated. Everybody's to leave. Guards are to board it up, and then stay in the barracks.
Sure. So it takes you a couple hours to like get the peasants out.
Sure.
You find that there are no guards left in the keep. No keep guards. There are guards in the town, but you know it's separate. You know, Army Navy sort of thing.
Okay.
The town guards. Well, so I think by the time you approach the town guards to be like, hey, we need to board up the keep. Let me figure out how long it takes to empty the keep. Wake up, you memorize some spells maybe. You go to the keep, you scurry everyone out. Does anyone stop by Aldrich to tell him to leave?
I don't think.
I know Aldrich doesn't like Van.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind harassing him. I didn't go the first time because I wanted to get out of town and I
Also-
didn't want to distract him.
Also, I think he just wants to.
If it comes up, I'll offer to go.
Okay.
And I go and look around in there for a bit, and I come back and
You
say,
can't go. You can't look around. The door's stuck. You
I can't
walk in.
open it either.
Nope.
Okay.
But wait. I still make out like I've been in there. So,
Sure.
so I'll go on my own. I'll come back and I'll say, Aldrich says he can fly out the window if he needs to get out. So
Cool.
Fuck it. I'm not dealing with the wizard.
Yeah.
All right. So by the time you go to talk to the guards of the town to open up the keep, I guess when you get there, who should you find in the sheriff's station but Tyrus Bellows and
holy shit!
Sturge?
So if I go there for,
I think the whole party goes together.
Okay.
The whole party goes together. You go to the guard station, talk to these guys, but the door's open,
Okay.
and there's Tyrus with his boots up on the
Van.
table. He's cleaning one of his boots with a dagger. Sturge is standing next to him. They're both bloodied all over with like cuts and bruises, and Tyrus looks up and goes, "Ugh, Van Helsing, just the person I wanted to see. I have like 4 arrow wounds in my back. Could you spare a healing spell?"
Yeah, sure. I can't believe you.
Jeez.
You know, we heard you might come back to Shirebrook, but I honestly didn't believe you'd be so bold.
Aldrich, you know the Count is sending men on a boat here in the next couple of days.
Tyrus.
Tyrus, sorry.
I heal him for 6. How's he doing?
Probably not good enough. Hold on, I don't know if I still have my
I heal him
notes
for
of how
another
much damage
7.
he took. Hold on. Let me find my document.
Okay.
It is Tyrus.
He's now gotten 13 HP back. Do I need to use another moderate? If he's lightly injured, I'll probably prioritize Sturge. But if he still has pretty significant injuries, I'll heal him.
He is more injured than Sturge is.
Okay.
You
If he's taken
did how much did you heal him for?
13 total so far.
Yeah, you've barely made a dent in his wounds.
8 more.
Damn.
Come on! Stop using the small shit, man.
I don't have bigger shit right now. You're gonna have to wait until tomorrow.
Tyrus Bellows. Why
Maybe I'll
did you
go see.
return
What?
to Shirebrook?
This is my home.
The Count is hunting you.
Count has a warrant out for you.
Fuck him.
He even told us to bring you in.
You expect to fight him?
He's sending men in the next few days. What do you plan to do when they get here? They're arriving by ship.
That'll take 5 or 6 days to get around the Cape. I don't know. I'll deal with it when it comes up. I'm just tired of being in the wilderness right now.
Like, what do you...
You know, I don't mean to tell you what to do, but if this escalates, you might just have to flee the city, go somewhere else.
So tired of running from things.
You
You can
know
always
you-
go to Redport.
Yeah, we're heading there now. Or at least tomorrow.
You know, we could always stick around for a few days if you wind up deciding you want to get out. we'd be willing to split a ship with you.
Look, here's the thing, Tyrus. If we leave and you leave, this town's fucked. Right? So there's two options here. Either we all leave together or separately and come what may to Shirebrook. It's had its day. Or we stand up to the Count.
The thing is,
I'm going to be honest. I think the Count will be able to handle it once his men arrive.
I'm pretty
Count
sure
is a
that-
good feller. He's got the right mind of things. He's just a little protectionist. He likes to protect his appearance and that of the other ranks around here. It's a flaw of many.
What you're suggesting would be kind of declaring trade, turning trade on the
Exactly.
Well,
I think the
I mean,
safest thing for Shirebrook, and I'm not just speaking for you, Tyrus, for the city, for the town, all the people here. I think the safest thing is if you leave. I'd be happy. We're planning to go up to Redport ourselves. We'd be more than happy to go with you.
The guards surrounding you guys start to murmur like, "Hell no! Tyrus saved. Fucking people were dying without if he wouldn't have stepped in.
If
He saved
Tyrus
the
stays
people
in the
that were-
town, the Count is going to send more men to apprehend him. I'm no idiot. I'm not going to try and do it myself. But the
We
Count
saw-
will try. This town is probably in much more danger with him here now. You might have
we
done
saw
a good
what
thing
happened
with
in
this
Anvil.
Count. Yeah.
Also, while Tyrus, you might be able to storm a poorly guarded keep, and that was a feat.
The Count's sending a ship of men.
But you can't stand up to a battalion of new force.
Say you do rally the guard. Say you manage to take down that ship. You manage to stop the Count from taking over the
Not
city.
sending any of my own men in there. I thought the account's coming from me. I'll be the one to fight his men. I'm not wasting the lives of my hard-working constables on
Okay,
that.
I can't tell you what to do, but I'm going to be honest. I think
You're ready to die.
you're putting Shirebrook in much more danger by staying here.
I said to you, Terrace, if you stand up to the Count's men, you will die.
I know
Doesn't
you're
have to.
tired of running, but sometimes running's the
I
best
don't
thing.
think
you
you
can do.
guys really understand what's going on here.
What do you mean?
I'm not too worried about a couple of Count's men arriving by boat. You head down onto one of those docks, you can get, what, 2 people side by side on it? They'll just stand there and what are they going to do? Really? I'll cut them to ribbons. They're not going to
If
come
you-
after me.
The
The first
problem-
4 will die, the rest will scatter.
But what if the rest will bring?
They go back on the
come on.
ship. They bring different people. They'll bring a couple of knights. Look, I don't plan on fighting anyone. I am happy to serve whoever is the new liege here, and I'm happy to work with the Count on anything. I'm not trying to rebel. I don't want to rebel. I want the town to be nice and happy and sleepy and safe. Just couldn't have murders happening under my watch. So, when the Count brings a new person, I'll swear my oaths of fealty and loyalty, and I will uphold the law under whoever comes after them.
Maybe if you
Tyrus,
want
though, you saw what happened to this cleric, Carrick, who rebelled in Anvil. Count Vicious summoned an army of thousands of men. Not even you can fight against that. Eventually, if you persist, you go into fort, and if you destroy a whole ship's
I'm not
worth
the
of men,
look.
there's no way he's gonna let
Carrick
you
tried
swear
to
it.
rule. I don't want to rule. I just
doesn't
want to
matter.
keep being a sheriff in a little sleepy town on the coast with wonderful weather and ocean waves lapping on the beach, where I can put my toes in the sand. You know,
honestly, Cyrus, you had your chance for that when you were in the keep. You should have gone to the dungeons and begged for forgiveness. Now, I can't see the
Malachi.
Count. He asked us to bring
beg
you
for
in your head.
forgiveness. He wanted my sword and my armor. Think I'd ever give that shit back? Get that shit back if I gave it up to him? Mm-mm.
Well, he's got to take your head now.
Malachi, Tyrus, if you want this town to be safe, this town is not safe.
Look,
We
look.
know what is in the mountains.
No, you don't. You have no idea what's in the mountains.
It's a dragon.
We don't know that kind.
It's always a dragon.
It is most likely a dragon, then.
possible.
Come on. Like,
I'm
And-
not so quick to jump to
80% sure it's a
All right,
dragon.
all right. Kine, let me ask you something. If there's a dragon in the mountains, how long has it been there?
Probably eons.
How long?
Eons.
Eons, right? Yeah, yeah. And Shirebrook has been here the whole time, right?
Probably was built.
All right, but the
After.
Shirebrook's been here as long as the dragon's been here, right? Or
At least for a long
Something
time.
close.
look, if the
Both have
Shirebrook's
been
been
here.
around for a long time and the dragon's been around for a long time, dragon hasn't killed Shirebrook yet, hasn't burned it to the ground. So why would it start burning it to the ground now?
Because it
It's-
started killing villages now at all
Shit,
times.
Villages have always
Alright.
have always disappeared from around here. People
That's
have
the
always
point.
gone missing in the hills. Come on,
Tyrus, that's the point, though, isn't it?
I don't get it. What's the
It's
point?
been here the whole time, taking villages. Anyone who sells too close to the mountains.
Yeah. So Shirebrook's
said also
fine.
close to the
It's been
mountains.
safe.
Yeah,
It's never
Shirebrook
come after
probably is.
Shirebrook.
Although it's encroaching a little bit closer now, but you're probably right.
Let's just
Shirebrook
stop
probably
going
is.
and settling in the fucking mountains, idiots. Not
Hey,
you.
tell him.
Not you.
No, him. He lived in one of those villages.
I didn't live near the mountains. Windshire was one of the villages closest to Shirebrook.
Tell that to the Shadow Dragon, kind.
Look, man. I'm just
Anyway,
saying,
this is-
Shirebrook's
this is-
been here forever. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. It's been here at least since the apocalypse.
Tyrus, we're gonna leave on the morrow. Are we to leave you to your fate?
We can stick around a few days, Malachi. Might as well rest up a
Look,
Are you gonna?
to be honest,
stand by
I'd rather
while
you guys
stealth?
didn't stick around. To be honest, I think if the Baron, the Count's men come, and I gotta deal with them, and don't take this the wrong way, Malachi, you're gonna start some shit and get some people killed,
I'm
and
gonna
it's gonna
burn the
become
fucking
chaos.
boat down before it gets a chance to dock.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Leave it to me, it'll be fine. At the worst case, I die, and the town's fine. If you guys are gonna take off, so be it.
I'll
Why'd
stick
you
around
come
until
here
the
anyway?
morning.
Didn't you? Do you need something from my boys before
We've
you?
been appointed as interim rulers.
You're interim
So the boat
ruler.
rides.
You're.
Yeah.
Should I
We're not
call you my
allowed to-
lord?
No, I don't give a shit. Look, I'll heal you. I can bring more healing spells tomorrow morning. I can patch you up the rest of the way. I can stick around till the morning of and give you some magic that should help you in case things turn for the worst.
Look,
Oh,
I'd
I
rather be
appreciate
gone.
that.
Yeah, if we're gonna be gone, I'd rather be gone before they get here.
It's probably wise. How the
Fine.
hell did you get appointed interim ruler? When did you go see the count?
Yesterday.
Look, we have very, very good horses. It's a long story.
I
Magic.
understand. Not the first time I've seen magic used somewhere.
All right.
Well, the
here's
first
what
time
I'm
I've seen
saying,
magic
Tyrus.
horses, I kind of just thought you flew.
The Count basically offered us the city for your head.
So are you gonna give it to him?
No.
No, but I'm
You
saying
do understand he wants you dead, and he wants you dead very badly.
he's not gonna let
I
you.
think
He's not gonna
you're
forgive you.
expecting to smooth over relations very easily, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as you think.
That's my
No,
problem then, not yours.
All right.
Where are you guys
well,
headed? Redport? Is that what you said?
Sure. If things turn for the worse and you don't think you can stay, we'll be up there for a while, so you might be able to meet us up there.
I appreciate it. Been a long time since I've had someone that's got my back like you. Not that the rest of you fellows haven't, because you guys have been wonderful guards, but you know it's a little different.
Anyways, I'll finish healing you up tomorrow morning.
That's all right. I'll go talk to what's her name at the main temple. Get this all patched up today. You never know when they might show up. Assassins being what they are.
Trust me, you're gonna want it. I've got a spell that'll stop you from being tired for about a week. Might be pretty useful for what's
Yeah,
to
I'll
come.
take that.
Yeah. So just wait until tomorrow morning.
All right, I'm gonna go down to the docks and try and find a ship that'll take us to Rockwave.
Okay.
Oh, and Taurus, if you're to die, make sure they don't get your equipment. It'd be a shame. It'd be a shame that it fall into their hands.
It's a shame that he's gonna die and we're not gonna be the ones to get it. I say to myself as I walk away.
Oh shit.
Okay. Well, I think that concludes our session for today, unless you guys are going to go late into the night in Europe, but I think it is session ending time.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I would never expect you to go, what, it's like midnight already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Past midnight here.
It's
Oh,
1 a.m.
man.
in Germany. Yeah.
Brutal. Brutal.
I could go on until tomorrow, no problem.
No. We will just play next Friday. So let's do some experience calculating. We're just going to end the music abruptly here. 0 combat.
Well, I had some
Well,
combat.
do I get XP?
Oh, that's
for
not. That's true.
Wait, what?
There's 1 instance of combat.
Do I get all the
Malachi.
do I get all the XP for that?
No, we split it evenly amongst everyone.
God damn it!
Okay, he's like a level 4 wizard or something. You're not going to get a huge amount from him.
Yeah,
So-
a level 5 or 6 wizard. It's
I
probably
still
quite a bit.
get the hit dice.
I'd hope that whatever kills me gets a lot of fucking experience.
Let's see. I'll reveal some secrets about Aldrich since he's dead now. His stats were 8, 11, 13, 17, 9, 15.
That's pretty good.
That's 15 charisma, guys. For you.
Oh yeah, I can see
it
that.
didn't show.
I mean, charisma doesn't mean likability. It means strength of personality. In some
Yeah.
ways,
He
You
was
can
certainly-
choose to be charismatic.
How much HP did he have now?
15.
Ooh.
Let me roll my magic missile because it would have made it a lot easier to get rid of him. But I don't think it would have got him in one shot.
No,
Oh,
you would have been
But
left
he-
with
but he-
1 with an acid arrow in hand to cast at you.
Oh, does he not have? Does he not have flame arrow?
He has
Nice.
acid arrow memorized.
It would have been
How
a.
much-
And
damage?
monster summoning 1, and ray of enfeeblement, and chill touch. So not a lot of combat spells.
Still
How much
low.
does acid arrow?
He has to make an
2d4s.
attack roll with acid arrow.
Yeah, I
Yes, he does, but he fires it as if he was a fighter of the same level. So it'd be +4 to hit against Malachi's 10 AC. So
Yeah.
he only needs a 6 or better.
Also,
And
he
then
had a
it does-
surprise round, so the guy would have had to beat him in initiative too. Otherwise, he could have finished him off. with a
50-50 chance then.
Yeah.
And it
Well,
does
Shadow
2d4
Monster
with an
was pretty
additional d4 every for a couple rounds, I think.
It's 2d4 for one more round.
Okay, so is it 1 every 3 then?
Yeah, it would be 2d4 for 2 rounds extra if I
Alright,
cast
so
it.
if he made an attack against you, he would have hit, done 2d4 to you, and 2d4 to you. 14 damage.
That's actually a miss now because I've got armor, but that would have killed me.
So that's a 14. Does that miss you?
Would be a 13, wouldn't it?
No, he's level 5, so he gets +4 to hit.
Yes,
Oh yes, that's a 13. Yeah.
I would have missed.
Ooh, really?
But the
Nice.
damage would have been enough to kill me.
Yeah.
Armor gives you AC 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, would have missed.
It would have been close as well.
So
Oh,
how
well.
much experience does a 5th level wizard give you?
That's where the book gets weird because they only have 5 hit dice, but they're fucking wizards.
But they can
Yeah,
cast 3rd level spells or higher, so that gives them extra
Yeah.
hit dice. So let's just use the DMG experience creator.
Just call him a lich.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I can't believe I don't get all the XP though.
Man, that's how it always goes.
XP value
in
for
Monsters Manual, something for humans. And
5
plus-
plus
level 3 or greater spells is an extra 2
high
hit dice.
intelligence plus level 3 or greater spells, and level 2 or lower spells. Single attack, special defense. Well, nope. So that is 8. So he, according to the book, gives you 650 experience.
Each.
Wow.
No,
Each.
total.
Total.
Divided between the 3 of you. Which is shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well.
it
Which
should
is
be more.
super,
Come on.
super shitty.
Oh well.
If this were
it's by the
2-point Neil, like a full 2-point Neil, he would probably be giving you around 2,000 experience. But we're doing rules as written, so instead you're getting 650.
Did you look in the Monsters Manual because it has something on humans too?
But I don't think does it have anything on wizards? It just has
Yeah.
humans.
Adventurer, wizards.
Ooh, it does.
Yeah.
Monstrous Manual.
Adventurer.
Mm,
Experience value varies. Nice.
that's helpful.
I mean, it's you can. There is a description, so maybe there's something.
No, they just give you level ranges. They don't give any
Yeah.
experience for it.
Mm,
I think it's just go by.
Yep.
Yeah, go by.
Mm.
650 experience.
Really low for a 3rd level wizard.
Well, so the
Granted,
thing is, if you can cast 3rd level spells or 9th level spells, it gives you the same amount of experience.
It's
It's-
stupid though, isn't it?
As I've said many times, this was created by American
Confound nerds
nerds in the 80s who are high on cocaine, probably. There are a lot of inconsistencies, but it's a beautiful system.
I
Yeah.
really wish we had a fighter in the group just so that he could have hit level 9 and become a lord instantly.
So everyone take 216 experience for combat.
So mankind just get a chill suddenly, and I feel more experience.
What level are you, Kine?
I'm level 4.
So then you get 5. He's got 5 hit die. So
40
you
XP
get
per 200.
40
You're
times
like
5, so you
level-
get 200.
Don't even know what happened.
You get an extra 200 there, Kine. Priest, successful use of spells cast to overcome foes or
Unfailing
problems.
endurance, rapport, and nap are the only 3 that I put down.
Definitely rapport, nap, unfailing endurance.
I feel like that counts. Like we basically managed to force march continuously, and we made really.
Here's my one problem with that. If you set yourself as a mission to like travel the world, and then you just unfailing endurance yourself around the globe. Not that you can actually do that.
I can see that, but it's the first time I've ever cast the spell, and
I'll give you the first time around because it's a new technique. But in the
level
future,
5,
probably
by
not
the
so
way.
much.
like if I'm just refreshing all the time, I can understand not getting
I
experience.
forgot to change my level 5.
You're level 5 now, or you were level 5 before?
4 + 4.
I am level 5 now.
Oh, nice. Do you level up?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Cool.
I got 500 from spells then.
Malachi, what spells? You got invisibility.
I've written down Shadow Monster. That was to kill Aldrich. Clairvoyance to check on Aldrich. Invisibility when I was killing him, and invisibility when I went back in.
Sure.
Dimension Door when I went back in.
Yep.
Wizard Lock and Fly.
Cool.
That's 20 spell levels. So
Damn.
Claire has a clever idea. Sean, I'm going to give you a clever idea for your unfailing endurance or whatever.
Is that 100?
Yeah. Everyone takes, what is it, 100 for the recap? 200 for the recap?
100 for the recap and 200 for role playing.
Sure, 200 for role playing. Player has an idea that saves the party. Party was never in danger this session.
what about some quest XP now? We've kind of tied up some loose ends.
Mm-hmm.
You did turn in the quest to the Count to investigate the mountains and come back with any information. You didn't really give him anything solid, but you did kind of give them a general idea of what's going on there.
That is some pretty fucked up shit. Like hundreds and hundreds of dead people.
But
with a monster
people
that we
kind
know
of
can
already
cast
knew
spells.
that. So I'll
They
give...
have some indication what could be in
Sure.
the mountains. So.
Why don't you all take 167 for that?
Okay.
What about me for killing Aldrich, though? Is there no quest experience for that?
No?
It was like a personal quest of it.
Yeah, I'm being serious. Like, because he's just been a thorn in my side this whole time.
He
That
has
is kind
talked
of a
about it for multiple
personal-
sessions that he's
And I
been
now have
planning
a
to
spell
kill
book.
Aldrich. I don't know if you were around for all the conversations, but Nick has talked about this multiple times.
And I got spell books, didn't I? So that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, you got the spell books.
Yeah, but you don't get
It's just been
experience for that. Treasure is its own reward.
True.
How much are they 100? Oh, no, you were going to tell me afterwards. Sorry.
I guess you kind of did set a personal... I don't want to give you in-game experience for that. I think that is your own personal goal being achieved is worthy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Kind does not get extra experience for saving 3 families through hard times. But it's very sweet of you to let them use your house.
I mean,
Very nice.
I noticed in the weeks after ordering the building the hut to be built, I probably won't use it ever.
Yeah, I was not sure what you were doing building that, considering a life of adventure, but it's a good thing to have on hand.
I think it would work in something like in the West Marches. It made sense because they had like one town that was their base of operations.
Mhm.
So having a house in that made a lot of sense.
Yeah,
I-
but you guys
I
tend to
did-
travel.
Yeah, we travel a lot, so it doesn't make
Yeah.
as much sense for us.
For my own knowledge and understanding and planning stuff, where are you guys going? What is your next objective? I know you said you wanted to go to Redport.
We're going to
Well,
go
I-
to Talon, I believe, first, and
Yeah,
then we're
we're
going
going
to
to
go up to
Land-
Redport.
No, west to Redport because we have to take a ship to Redport.
No, we can get a ship to Rockwave and then go to Talon from there.
Can we dock at Rockwave?
You can dock at Rockwave, yeah, and then go to Talon.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to Talon. Then from there, we'll head up to Redport.
Right. Yeah.
Great.
Kill
So
them.
we have to get one big enough for the carriage too. Then
Well, yeah, most
Ship.
ships that are going to go there will be big enough for the carriage. It'll just be a little expensive to transport the carriage and the horses and yourselves and Jeeves and all that jazz, but it'll be fine.
Okay.
You guys are fucking loaded.
Kind of.
Kind of. You have thousands of gold pieces worth of gems and jewelry and horns and stuff. Like,
True.
So that covers Hardcore Heroes. We'll see everybody here next Friday for the next part of this. And immediately after this stream, I'm going to... What did I needed to get Nick something. A list of all the free pages in Eldrick's books. And I need to write out the spell that he has.
Oh, yeah. What's it? Can you give me a brief description of it? I forgot about that.
I'll PM it to you later.
Okay.
I can't wait for the moment when he just reads in this book, Van and can't see it, just ask, where did you get that? You didn't buy any spell books in our knowledge.
I'll just say I stole it from Eldrick.
And you left everything else, right? You just took his spell books. You left all of his other things there.
I didn't spell. There was nothing else.
Right, I mean, he had like
the-
notes, and he had a small
Yeah,
library, and he had his own personal diaries, and he had his clothes, and I guess he probably had some money lying around in there that if you like dug through all of his shit, you'd find.
I mean, I don't know. I would have taken any obvious gold, but I didn't say it.
Yeah, there was no obvious gold. It's like hidden in a foot locker at the like in a false bottom of his foot locker right at the base of his bed.
How much did he have?
I haven't rolled for it yet, but it's probably in the order of like 100 or something GP,
Shit. All right.
maybe a couple hundred.
Damn
Poor
it.
backwater wizard.
I can't go back now that you've told me that either.
I mean, you guys are loaded.
Yeah.
You guys are
Yeah, yeah.
loaded.
I don't know if it's really worth it. Like, 100 gold.
Hey, speak for yourself. I've only got 63 gold.
And 1/3 of how much gold did you have, Van? In loot?
In loot, you said 9,000, give or take 50%.
Yeah.
He said 10,000.
I said 10,000, but that's Neil messaged me 9,000. I rounded it up.
All right, so that's it. We'll see you guys next week. This has been
Yep.
Hardcore Heroes. Good night.
Good to be back. See you later. Go
See ya.
2017.
Oh, wait, before we go.
Oh?
Before we go, I got an important announcement.
Ah.
Tomorrow night, I'm going to be getting together with some friends to watch the greatest movie ever developed by mankind.
Oh
gonna
my
be-
god, I've never
Oh,
seen
wow.
this film.
Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, it's Neil. You owe it to yourself to get it's $6 on Amazon. That's why
John,
It's like a joke. It's really annoying.
it is fantastic.
you have to watch it just for Jeremy Irons' performance. It's just so crazy.
What year was it made?
2000.
1000.
There's been 3 of them. So there was a second one that was
There have been 3?
yeah. There was one that was made in like 2004. It was really boring. I only watched like the first 10 minutes of it because I got tired. And then there was a third one in 2012 that was like not as good. The first one is fantastic because it's so bad to the point that it's like The Room,
Mhm.
where it's just a joy to watch. The 2012 one isn't as good, but it's like super edgy to the point where it's kind of funny.
I mean, the first one was just Irons' performance being
Yeah.
so over the top that it's just hilarious. I mean,
Wait.
he-
Yeah.
he's just
I can't believe it's got Justin Whalen in it. The guy from like Scary Movie films, that is, isn't it?
All right, we're done, guys. We'll see you later. Stick around for some Hardcore Heroes semi-planning. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.